Hello. I am so excited to be making this video. This is something that I've wanted to film for so long, and I don't know why, I just never really got around to it, but we're finally doing it. I'm going to show you all of my winter outfits. I'll pretty much show you my entire winter wardrobe. I'll kind of talk through all of the outfits, and I'll do some everyday outfits as well as some more formal outfits or things that I would wear out for dinner or if I was going to a show or something. And you're probably so sick of hearing this because I talk about the weather here all the time, but I live in a very, very cold city. So these are true winter outfits, and they're gonna be very practical for the most part. Every once in a while I'm a little silly and I underdress, but for the most part, they will be outfits that will keep you very, very warm. And if you live in a city or a town that's less cold, then you can just take some inspiration from these outfits and layer a little bit less. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy. I'm so excited to show you my wardrobe. We're starting out with some pretty classic pieces that I wear almost every day. Just a good pair of Levi's jeans and a waffle shirt for warmth, and this wool cardigan that I bought off eBay. I basically have to wear boots every day because there's just so much snow in Winnipeg, so I wear those cowboy boots a lot. This is my wool coat that you've probably seen me wear a million times, and a neck warmer. I also put headphones on sometimes just to keep my ears warm if my hair is up and I can't put a hat on. In early winter, this is probably something that I would wear just using those same base layers as the first outfit, but then putting on a thicker sweater. This sweater is almost more like a jacket. It's so thick, but again, it's wool. And then I'd put a neck warmer on just to keep my neck warm, obviously, and a hat. Usually with a sweater that has a collar, I'll braid my hair or put my hair up just because it feels kind of gross on my neck, and I feel like my hair gets matted against a wool sweater really easily. These nudie jeans have been my favorite this winter, and then I just put on a graphic t-shirt. I like to be kind of cognizant of the base layer that I have on, because if I'm going to a coffee shop or something, I'm probably going to take the wool sweater off, and I still want to look good when I'm just wearing a t-shirt and jeans. I am just putting on my classic Mista square toe boots, and then I use my gaucho bag a lot because it fits my whole laptop in it. This is one of my favorite winter outfits. I love these overalls so much. I got them in London, but it can very quickly look a little house on the prairie. So I make sure to use a lot of accessories like hoop earrings and my chain necklace. And then I think a red scarf also just makes it look a little more contemporary. I love this outfit with this smaller bag because it just makes it look, again, a little more contemporary, a little less like vintage and Amish. I wore this exact outfit pretty recently to a charity dinner. The tall boots just made it really practical. I know having fully exposed arms is maybe not the smartest for winter, but wore a long coat to the event. I took the long strap off of the Songmont bag, and I think it just looks really cute. It's definitely my most kind of like fancy going out bag for sure, and I just love the way that it looks with this outfit. I think the little silhouette is just so cute. My winter coat also has the option to be flipped up. The collar can be flipped up, and then I just like to button it up around my neck, and I think it just looks very chic. I know a dress might seem like kind of a silly thing to wear in the winter. I had every intention of putting white long johns on under this dress, which I think look really cute, like a waffle long john. You know, maybe not everyone's gonna get it, but I just think it looks cute. And then a wool sweater and a fun red scarf. I'd probably have to put my long coat over this unless it was like a really, really nice day, but just a fun way to wear a cute little nightgown. Another very classic jeans and graphic tee combo, but with this one, the jacket is really doing all of the work. I found this jacket at Winners. It's polyester, so it's not very great quality, but it's so warm because it's polyester, and I just think it'd be something cute to wear on a walk or something, where you're gonna be outside for a long time. This is another outfit that I'd wear to something a little more formal. I don't know if you can tell, the tights are actually green, and I think that's a really fun way to make a winter kind of like fancier outfit. it just a little more fun because the dress is black and the boots are black. But I think it's kind of nice that the tights are green. You could do red, you could do purple. And then this is my fur coat. This was actually my great aunt's, so it's super, super old. And then with the little Songmont bag, I just think that's a perfect outfit for kind of a fancier dinner, but it's also a pretty modest dress. So good for like doing something around parents or like your partner's family. This is one of my favorite outfits. I think maybe because this skirt is probably my favorite piece I have in my wardrobe right now. I actually wore this exact outfit when I picked up a shift at sort of like a fancier restaurant that I work at every once in a while. I wore this out for dinner the other night with some friends, and it's just such a fun little dress. It's actually a vintage teddy. It's supposed to be lingerie. But I know it seems kind of crazy to wear a sheer dress in the winter. It was actually a really nice night when I went out, but in theory, I could have just put a full long sleeve underneath the teddy, and I wore it with a fur coat just for like a little extra warmth. And I just think the fur and the red looks so fun. It's kind of a crazy outfit, but I don't know, I love it. This is a really practical one. This is something I'd probably wear if I knew that I had to be outside for a long time because I could fit long johns underneath the overalls. I've also just been loving the way that a baseball cap looks underneath the hood of a hoodie. It sort of makes me feel like I'm pretending to be like a celebrity incognito, but I just think it's cute. And then I've been tying my scarves around my hoodie like this, and it keeps the hood up, but there's just something about it. It's kind of like an unexpected way to use an accessory. And then with a little bag, I think, I don't know, the little bag just kind of elevates the look a little bit. It feels very New York to me. Shorts in the winter might seem crazy to you, but these ones are so long and I can wear them with tall boots. So I basically have no exposed skin. I'm wearing tights, but you could get those ones that are like fleece on the inside and then they just look like regular tights. And with a little cardigan, I just think it's a cute little winter fall outfit. And then I love the way that this looks with my long coat, with the coat unbuttoned. I do look a little bit like a pirate, but I think in a very intentional way. In my opinion, a long wool kilt is such a winter staple. It's so warm, and I just think the tartan is really fun. It can kind of like, not necessarily spice up, but add like a little bit of color to an outfit that's not necessarily super interesting. This is just a gray cardigan. And then the boots do make it, I think, a little more contemporary, like a little less schoolgirl. And I like putting my puffy little jacket on top because, again, I think it's just kind of unexpected and it makes it look a little more contemporary, a little less innocent schoolgirl looking. I've been trying to wear these trousers more, and I think I finally put together an outfit that I like them with. This is a Paloma wool sweater that's probably the warmest sweater I own. It's alpaca wool, and it has this cute little zipper detail. And then the shoes are little hemp clogs, so when it's kind of mucky outside and the ground's just like super soggy, these shoes are really great. Suede culottes and a tall heeled boot. I just don't think there's anything chicer than this. I saw so many women in Italy wearing outfits kind of similar to this in the evening, like going out for dinner, going out for drinks, and I've completely ripped off this look from them, especially with a cute little handbag. And the blouse I've had for a million years. It's old American Apparel, but I love the way it looks buttoned all the way to the top. Again, shorts in the winter. I know, it's crazy, but with fleece-lined tights and a really warm sweater, you don't have to worry about getting cold. And wearing jeans every day just gets boring. You need to spice it up. I love the way that these shorts look with this bag because the shorts have a little metal detail on the side, and I think they just look really good with the silver hardware on the bag. I love the way that a classic pair of wool trousers look with a graphic tee, and I actually need to get these pants hemmed. They're way too long, but also with the clogs and the little cow, actually the big cow wool sweater. This is probably, I feel like I've said this a million times, but that might be my favorite outfit. Or you can just put a hoodie on for extra warmth and then put the wool sweater back on. I know everyone's going to say this is like coastal grandpa core or whatever that is, but I don't know. It's just a practical, cute looking outfit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love the way this one looks. Wow. Okay, I think that is all. These are my outfits. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got some inspo.
Oh my god, this is so hot.